Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! Okay, double up.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go,
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Shift. Check 99. Hey, alert.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
52.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, Delta! Watch twist! 89!
Following the interception here, Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Good completion there from Phillip Rivers, who has been really good against Tennessee in his career. This is the 9th time that he has faced the Titans as a starter, and so far he's 7-1 against them.
Load it. Load it. Right there.
On 2nd and 7, Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rivers, he'll get this to Eckler. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Mike.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Allen, the intended receiver.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, alert! Alert!
On first down, Garoppolo. It's caught. Humphreys. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
From the 36, Garoppolo. He gets it to Humphreys. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Here we go. What do you need? Watch the boot.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second and 14. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. Come on, QB.
They go play action. Rivers.
36.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jayon Brown able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From the 39, Garoppolo. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes...
Now, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Green 80. Watch the out.
Running on first down, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Garoppolo. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Wait, 89!
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Check 390! 390! Load it! Load behind!
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Check 390! 190!
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Wait!
155. 155.
1st down, Rivers. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers is going to find his running back. It's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Complete to Austin Eckler. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chargers.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
Actually, for the Charger field goal.
Badgley able to knock this one through. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Rerun.
Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On first and 10, Rivers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to 5. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
White.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers caught by Allen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year. They're going here. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A lone second remains now in this 3rd quarter.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Left.
54. Mike 54.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, Rivers. Allen's got it, complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, 79.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
White, 89.
Down right around the 25. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Load it.
Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the safety creep.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike 5'4". Mike 5'4". He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Run 80. Bravo.
Right there. 54 Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, boy. Keep it skinny.
Don't be scared.
To throw again. Rivers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Mike 54.
Cluster.
Mike
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
To the air again here, Rivers. And now he'll turn it. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Operating from the gun, Rivers, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right?
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and good by Suckup. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.